Welcome to the Music in Our Homeschool podcast. This is Gena Mayo, and today we're exploring the fascinating world of film music with a spotlight on one of the most famous composers of our time, Hans Zimmer. Known for his iconic scores in movies such as The Lion King, Dune, and Inception, Hans Zimmer has revolutionized how we experience music in movies. Get ready to explore his life, his unique style, and the stories behind some of his most famous works. So let's dive right in. If you are a homeschooler looking for ways to easily and affordably include a quality music education in your homeschool, you've come to the right place. This is the Music in Our Homeschool podcast. I'm Gena Mayo, homeschooling mom of 8 and music teacher for over 30 years. Hans Zimmer was born in Frankfurt, Germany, on September 12, 1957. As a child, he loved playing the piano, but he wasn't a fan of traditional piano lessons. Instead, he preferred experimenting and creating music on his own. He often said that music was his way of escaping into a world of creativity and imagination. Zimmer's early exposure to both classical and modern music helped shape his unique style. He moved to London in his early 20s and began working in the music industry, playing keyboards for bands and producing music. One of the bands he worked on was the Buggles, known for their hit Video Killed the Radio Star. It wasn't long before Zimmer transitioned into film scoring. Zimmer learned how to blend traditional orchestration with electronic music, a technique that would become his signature style. In 1988, his score for Rain Man earned him an Academy Award nomination and solidified his place in Hollywood. From there, Zimmer's career skyrocketed and he became one of the most sought-after composers in the film industry. Hans Zimmer's music is known for blending different styles. He's a master of combining classical orchestration with electronic elements, creating a sound that's both modern and timeless. One of Zimmer's most notable techniques is minimalism, a style that relies on repeating patterns and gradual changes to build tension and emotion. For example, in Inception, the piece Time starts out with a simple piano melody and slowly adds layers, creating an emotional crescendo that leaves a lasting impact. Another hallmark of Zimmer's music is his use of collaboration. He frequently works with other musicians, composers, and even entire choirs to create rich, multi-layered soundscapes. For The Lion King, for example, Zimmer worked closely with South African musicians, including the talented Lebo M, whose voice became a defining feature of the film's soundtrack. The collaboration brought authenticity and depth to his music, making it one of Zimmer's most beloved works. Zimmer also has a talent for using unconventional instruments to create unique sounds. For The Dark Knight, he used razor blades scraped against strings to create an eerie, unsettling theme for the Joker. In Interstellar, he incorporated a church organ to evoke the vastness and mystery of space. Let's take a closer look at some of Zimmer's most famous pieces and what makes them so unique. I've already mentioned Time from Inception. This slow emotional piece builds gradually. It's one of Zimmer's most iconic works. It's a perfect demonstration of minimalism and how music can evoke deep feelings of nostalgia and reflection. This Land from The Lion King is a gentle, reflective piece that highlights Zimmer's ability to create music that feels rooted in a specific place and culture. The African rhythms and melodies bring the savannah to life and immerse the audience in the world of that story. Mombasa from Inception has a driving, fast-paced, and relentless energy. It's perfect for the action-packed scenes. The piece's rhythm mirrors the pulse-pounding tension of the movie's intense chase sequences. Stay from Interstellar has a slow, haunting track that combines organ and strings to create a sense of awe and longing, reflecting the vastness of space and the emotional core of the story. And then a final one I want to highlight is The Battle from Gladiator. It's a thrilling and powerful piece, and it combines orchestral might with rhythmic drive, capturing the intensity of combat while maintaining an epic cinematic feel. I do have all of these videos posted in the link that you can find in this episode's description so that you can hear the music. Now let's talk about some of the musical concepts that Hans Zimmer uses masterfully: tempo and dynamics. Tempo is the speed of the music, and dynamics are the changes in volume. Together, these elements can dramatically affect the mood and storytelling of a piece. Here's a fun activity you could try at home. Listen to Zimmer's music and pay attention to how the tempo and dynamics change. For example, in the battle from Gladiator, notice how the tempo speeds up during the intense moments and then slows down during reflective sections. Think about how these changes make you feel and how they can enhance a story. Let's end today with some fun facts about Hans Zimmer. Did you know he has a studio in Los Angeles called Remote Control Production? There, he collaborates with some other composers to create music for films, TV shows, and video games. Some of his protégés, like John Powell and Harry Gregson Williams, have gone on to become successful composers in their own right. Zimmer is a U.S. citizen, though he still has strong ties to his German heritage. Despite his success, Zimmer is known for being humble and collaborative. He often says that film scoring is about serving the story and supporting the director's vision. One of Zimmer's most unusual projects was scoring the opening music for the 2020 video game Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This shows his versatility and willingness to explore new mediums for his music. And he also composed the soundscape for BMW's electric vehicles, creating unique tones for their engine and interior sounds. This project was part of BMW's efforts to make their electric cars more engaging and recognizable, since electric vehicles are typically quieter than traditional engines. Zimmer collaborated with BMW's acoustic engineers to create sounds that evoke both futuristic innovation and emotional connection, enhancing the driving experience. In conclusion, I think you see how Hans Zimmer's music has the power to transport us to new worlds, make us feel deep emotions, and add excitement to every story. Zimmer's work reminds us just how important music is in storytelling. Thank you so much for joining me today on this Composer Spotlight. I hope you've enjoyed learning about Hans Zimmer. Don't forget to listen to some of his amazing music and explore how his music brings stories to life. Videos are posted, as I mentioned before, in the accompanying blog post to this episode. See the link in the description. And also consider joining Music in Our Homeschool Plus. Every month, I create and teach a brand new interactive music appreciation lesson for your homeschool students, similar we did today with Hans Zimmer. This is the best way to dive deeper into music appreciation and do it the easiest way possible. So visit musicinourhomeschool.com for more resources and lesson ideas. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and a 5-star rating. And until next time, keep the music alive.